Hey Tony, how's you doing? How's it going
How
today?
you doing, Bernard? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you and a pleasure talking to you, man. You've been an important part of my childhood growing up, so it's
Ah,
always a pleasure talking to you, man. Now, speaking of which,
thank you, Bernard.
you played a lot of like, nice guy characters, especially like on sitcoms like Who's the Boss and Taxi, both of my faves. I want to know what was the process of like for you getting into a character like Stefano and doing something that we're not normally used to seeing you do.
Well, you know, um, when I got the call to go in, my agent called and said, "Hey, they got this scene for you." And I'll be honest with you, I sometimes think about the Italian trope, so I was not sure because that's one of the things I haven't had to do that. Like a lot of my friends always say, "Hey, that's what we get to do." So, but it was with Michael Rispoli, who was the other actor, who's a friend and a good, really terrific actor. And I like the writing. I know the territory. You know what I mean? I'm from New York, so I went in and I just had the best time doing it. It was like a lot of fun, and then I came home. I called my agent. I said they're never going to buy me as the bad guy. And then he called me back. He said, "No, they want to offer you. They want you to come back to the show." And so somehow I pulled it off. So I'm really proud of it. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not kidding you, but it's I think it's one of the best shows on TV. I mean, I wish people had seen it from the beginning. But I'm glad they made. I'll tell you, this fifth season is pretty wacky. Yeah, I was telling people that during the readings, every reading that we had, when we'd read the script, there'd be a lot of "Holy no, you can't!" So I'm psyched. I'm psyched for people to see it.
Yeah, Mr. Denz, I agree with you. This is one of the better shows on television, man. And you pulled off Stefano very well, man. I think you did a fantastic job with
Thank you.
Stefano. You're
Oh,
welcome.
thank
You're
you. I
welcome.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Um, Speaking of which, power has become a massive defining cultural institution in modern television. Uh, Coming to like a juggernaut like this show, uh, and helping bring it to a conclusion. What surprised you the most about the fan base around this show? Like, what do you hope that Stefano ultimate impression? What's the ultimate impression that you hope Stefano leaves on fans?
Well, I just got it. I did like you just said. I pulled it off. I did a
Hmm.
decent job, and I hoped I added something to the show. And I
Hmm.
think I think I did. I think I just you know, but I'm just I really am proud of it. I really am. I just think I tell people first of all it was like a gift because you're at the end of your career. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
How much time do I have? And it's about time. You got to decide what to use that time you have left. So I did, and I'm glad I did because it was not only I got better too. I got to work with Mario and Peoples. I got to work with Bettina and Joey Badass, and we in London and Mackay got Mackay unbelievable. So I mean it was one of, and I got to sleep in my own bed, man. What are you kidding me? This was great.
Fil-
Because,
Filming in New
who's
York.
here?
That's right. Uh,
Yeah.
what was like some of the compelling scenes in the series involved the friction between the old school Italian mafia traditions and the new school younger generation, the more hungry generation and entrepreneurs like Raquel and Kanan. Uh, in your mind, does Stefano respect that hustle, or does he just look it down on their lacking of you know, institutional discipline?
Well, he starts by saying, "I want nothing to do with them," right?
Hmm.
Nothing to do with that. But then at the end, he's totally in it. So I think one of the things that makes probably kept him around was the fact that he could adapt. And so here he
Hmm.
is adapting to what's happening in South Jamaica. So and I'll be honest with you too, Bernard. I think he had a thing for rock. So that was the other thing that messed him up because all of a sudden it wasn't just clear thinking. That's all. There was something else going on. I really do.
Listen, I totally understand Stefano's on as far as that's concerned. Rock is a beautiful woman, man.
Oh
So
yeah.
I
Oh,
totally get it. Mr. Danza, that's my time with you, bro. It was
oh,
an
I'm sorry, but because it was good.
absolute that was an absolute pleasure talking with you today, man. I always love watching you on my television screens as a child, man. So thank you again for talking to you.
Take care. All right. Good luck, my friend.
You too, man. Take care of yourself.